What's inside court?
When we walk into court, the first thing we do is we go through security. And then once we get through security, we go into the big elevators to go to the courtroom.
40 years ago, when Lawyers for Children started, every child in foster care did not have the right to an attorney. And now, because of Lawyers for Children, they have the right to an advocate. Every child we represent has an attorney, a social worker, a youth advocate on every single case. We represent close to 3,000 new children every year. Some years it's more than that.
Over the last 40 years, we've worked with well over 100,000 young people.
Coming into Lawyers for Children, they made me feel safe, they made me feel seen, and they made me feel heard.
I remember someone once saying, you know, if we disagree with Lawyers for Children, it's like we're going up against a juggernaut. I'm like, that sounds great. I like that.
My name is Amanda, and I am the social worker.
And my name is Tara, and I'm the lawyer.
It's not just lawyers, it's not just social workers, but it's a team effort.
Do you know what a lawyer is?
No.
So a lawyer is someone who goes into court and is your champion. Do you know what a champion is?
Yes.
Yes. We always have that moment when we first interview a client and we're explaining our role to them, and they start to realize, you see that light bulb go off, where we're not here to tell them what to do. We're here really to work for them. You're our boss. We work for you. You have to tell us what you want us to do. How do you feel going down to court? Nervous? You feel a little nervous? That's perfectly okay.
My parents died when I was very young, and perhaps being the eldest had something to do with that feeling of wanting to make sure that every child that we have an opportunity to represent feels that feeling of strength coming from an adult in their life.
Everyone feels a little nervous going to court, okay? But you're gonna have Amanda with you, and you're gonna have me with you, and we're gonna be with you the whole way.
They're getting what we believe is the finest legal representation for free. And that's what they deserve, and that's what they need, and that's what we provide.
I was practically born into foster care, and then I got adopted between 5 to 13, and then unfortunately that adoption disrupted. And so I was placed back into foster care. So when I re-entered foster care at 13, that's when Lawyers for Children was my representation in family court. And it was the one organization that was an anchor in my entire foster care experience. You may not remember what someone says, but you always remember how they made you feel.
Coming into foster care, I was scared. I did not know what was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna be abused. I thought I was gonna get neglected. I even thought I was gonna die. But just seeing how I overcame now from when I went into foster care, it's an eye-opener. I currently work at Lenox Hill Neighborhood House as a geriatric case manager, and I just got accepted for ACS as a child protective specialist.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I only have the trauma that I have just because I lost my parents at an early age. I was only 16. Like, you know, I was graduating from high school at the time, so. I'm sorry.
No, why are you sorry? That's the right response.
That's right. This is your truth. This is your testimony, your story.
We are fighting for the same things that every parent wants for their child, for a safe place to live, for an education that will help them move forward and thrive and be successful in life. We will fight for everything that they want, and we will help them get there.
It's just all of us working together to amplify their voices and to make sure that they're seen and heard and listened to at some of the most important moments in their lives when some of the most important decisions are being made.
I want to just say thank you for not letting that traumatic experience discourage you from wanting to come back and pay it forward. I have high expectations for you.
Thank you.
I feel proud that everyone here wants to make a difference, not for their own self-aggrandizement. It's about people who are committed to making a child's life better.
Coming back and seeing people that have done well, that have progressed and moving forward, it's one of the reasons why this job is so rewarding.
It is a lot like watching your child grow, watching Lawyers for Children grow and reach further and further. That goes beyond each year what it was the year before. Creating systems from class action work, policy work, litigation advocacy. There's an urgency about the work that we do that I think continues and has continued for the past 40 years. And it's important, and we have to maintain that urgency on behalf of the kids that we represent. One of my clients called me the other day. She's 50 years old. She has 2 kids who are both graduated from college, and she's running a nonprofit. And I said, so how did it happen for you? What do you attribute this to? And she's like, Karen, why do you think I'm calling you? I'm calling to tell you that it's about Lawyers for Children. I mean, you guys believed in me. You were the ones who cared about me. I wasn't gonna F that up. And that meant a lot to hear that.